In this video, we are going to go over how to make pie charts and bar graphs in Excel. So the first thing we want to do is look at our data here, and you can see we have our blood types and just a long list of data. Now, in order for Excel to make a pie chart or a bar graph, it wants the data in a frequency table. So we're going to put this into a table first and put all of these different blood types into categories of how many of each blood type there are, and then we can make our graphs. So to do that, what we're going to do is select our data and then hit insert, and we're going to insert a pivot table. So pivot table is going to show up on the next page, and we're going to select our variable, and you can see it's going to count how many different blood types we had. So we had 20, so that's good, but we need to know how much of each blood type there were. So if we go into our blood type here, we want to drag it into rows. And what that's going to do is it's going to count how many we had of A, how many of AB, how many of B, and how many of O. So this is how many we had of each of our different blood types. So now that we have that, what we're going to do is we are going to create our graphs. So we want to select our data. So don't select the total, just select everything up into the total. And then we're going to go into insert, and we're going to click on the pie. And we want to click on this first pie chart here. And you can see that will give us our pie chart. Now this pie chart, if you hover over it, you can see what each of the percentages are, but it helps to have the percentages right there on the graph. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our graph, and we're going to click on design, and then we're going to add chart element. And then what you want to do is you want to go into where it says more data label options. So more data label options, and it's going to go over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look on this one with the bars here, and this is going to let us select what we want our labels to be. So you can see right now it's on value, that's why the numbers are showing up. If you want the percentages to show up, you want to get rid of the value one and click on the percentage one instead. So you can see now we have our percentages where it says 10% were AB, 30% were A, 25% were O, and 35% were B. So that gives us our different percentages. Then what we want to do is we want to change our title here. So we're going to change it to blood types. So blood types. And there we go. There we have our pie chart.